So let's consider some worded problems and how we can translate them from English into the language of mathematics. So let's start from the example 1. Skye walks 3,000 meters up a mountain road. So let's say S distance. I'm using S because in physics S usually used for distance. 3,000 meters. Then rest for, I will make it T1, 10 minutes. And then he skis down, so he walks 3,000 up. And then he skis back down. He returned 30 minutes after he started. And he skis 4 times as fast as he walks. So what is his speed of skiing? So usually take as, we will not take x, we will take v, because for speed usually use letter v. Which one will be the best take as x, as v? His speed of walking or skiing? His skiing?
Walking.
Yes.
So you can do 4x.
Excellent, because always better takes the smallest as x. So walking, v, skiing, 4v. Now, what the relationship between the time and distance? Time and distance and speed.
Distance over speed.
Distance over speed. So, what is his total time? 30.
Well, minus 10 minutes because you raised.
Yes. So 30. I will put 10 on the right side and subtract it. We have how long it will take him to go up. The distance is 3,000 meters and his speed is v.
3,000 v.
3,000 divided by v. Plus 10 minutes he take rest, and plus what will be the time it takes him to go down? 3,000 divided by 4v. So what we did, we translated this word equation into the language of mathematics. And then it will be not too hard to solve it. 20 equals 3,000 divided by v plus 3,000 divided by 4v. So bring into common denominator times by 4, move 4v to the left, so we have 20 times 4v will be equal 15,000. And we can simplify, equal 15, so 12,000 plus 3,000, and then so v will be equal 15,000 divided by 81, 0 we can cancel, so and that will be equal 187.5 meters per minute. And have we answered the question? No, because question, even if we did all correct, question asked what is his speed. So final answer will be 4 times v will be equal 750 meters per minute.
So everyone converts to kilometers an hour? That's how I started the question. Like I went S equals 3 instead of S equals 3,000.
You can do it in kilometers per hour, but because then you will have to use as a 10, 1, 6, this is 1 half. You can solve it in kilometers per hour. I think it's just easy. Because it's not specified in which unit you need to give answer, you can do it either way. If question is specified, then you have to. Yes, another example. one more example which is not, I think, here. It's not in the booklet. If, let's say, you driving, the car is driving from Melbourne to Bendigo, let's say, and car is driving at speed, was a lot of traffic there, so average speed was 80 kilometers per hour. On the way back, there was less traffic, so from Melbourne to Bendigo, 80 kilometers per hour. Backwards, drive 100 kilometers per hour. What will be the average speed of the journey?
Oh, because it's the tire. It's the tire.
Yes, you need to, because it takes different time there and back. And we don't even need to know the distance, it will cancel out. So total time equal T1 plus T2, time there plus time back. And total time will be what the distance we covered. If they, let's say, distance from Melbourne to Bendigo is S. Total distance, no, we don't know. If distance one way is S, what is distance there and back? 2S. So you have 2S divided by average speed, which we're looking for, equal way the S time S over 80 plus time back S over 100. S cancels out, and we have 2 on V equal 1 on 80 plus 1 on 100, which you can solve it and tell me what the answer is. You can do it on the paper. So common denominator will be only 400. So times this by 5, this by 4. So we have 5 plus 4, 9 over 400 equals 2 on V. So we have 9V equal 800 and V equal 800 divided by 9. So it's not, as you can see, it's not 90. Even if the first idea is to say that it's 90. Makes sense how we solve it? Now, different type of questions is, so let's like physics related, now will be chemistry related question.
Okay, a mixture.
Mixture ones, yes. When we will mix two different solutions and find in the concentrations. So let's consider the next example. If you mix 20% acid solution with a 25% acid solution, and you get, as a result, you get 5 liters of 24% solution. How many liters of each solutions you mix? So how we do that? So let's say liters of the 20%, we say is volume 1. V1, this is V2. So what will be our first equation? We make together 5 liters.
0.2.
No. We mix V1 of this acid and V2 of this acid, and we got 5 liters. How we can explain? First equation, V1 plus V2 equals 5. Total volume is 5. Now, let's recall what is concentration. What is concentration? Usually for concentration, often, okay, let's use C, concentration. What is the concentration?
With what?
In general, what is the concentration?
Of the final solution.
What is the concentration in general? Come on. What is concentration?
Define it, you mean, in what?
Yeah.
0.2.
No, what is it? What, how you can describe find concentration of something?
The ratio of one substance to another.
Concentration of some solution in the water is mass, amount of some solutions divided by volume. So how many grams or kilograms of the substance, it will be the concentration. But in this case we have in the percentage. So what percentage of these is actually acid, when it's say 20% concentration? So how much of the total volume V1 is the actual acid? 0.2 times V1. That's how many acid will be there. If 20%, we have, let's say, we have 10 liters, concentration 20%. How many actual acid there? If we have 10 liters of the solution and its concentration 20%, how many liters is acid? 2, 0.2. Plus, we have 0.25 of V2. And what is the total amount of the acid? If we have 5 liters with the concentration 24,
0.24.
equals 0.24
5.
times 5.
And B2 is 5 minus.
So what we got two simultaneous equations, which we can solve using the substitution. Let's say V1 equals 5 minus V2, get 0.2 times 5 minus V2 plus 0.25 V2 will be equal 1.2. And so we have 1 plus, if we expand brackets, 1 minus 0.2 plus, so we have plus 0.05 V2 equals 1.2. So you get 0.05 V2 equals 0.2. So what V2 equals? 4 liters. And V1 equals 5 minus this equals 1 liter. Make sense? Okay. Like, subscribe, and donate to help fight terrorist countries and organizations like Russia, Hamas, Iran, etc. Support Ukraine and Israel.